I'm here with our co-founder, Danielle Moss.
Hello.
And she's going to be giving us some really, I think, sage advice about
I hope so.
what to do when life doesn't go as planned.
For me in my 20s, it was all about really harsh timelines that just stressed me out all the time. So at 25, I was like, all right, I'm going to be married by 28 and have a baby by 30, or life is over.
Whew,
Because you have so much control over when that happens. So I'm 35 now. It happens very quickly. I didn't die. My life wasn't over. I got married a couple weeks after I turned 35, and everything's been great. And I did things with my career I never thought I would do. I just think it's really hard when you see all of your friends doing something, and social media now welcomes us into the lives of basically everyone. And you can see all the things that you think that they have that you need in order to be fulfilled.
So we're going to get into some concrete advice for you guys. Let's start from the beginning. What are some things that have really helped you?
So for me, I think doing things that make me happy first and foremost. So I lived alone for most of my 20s and 30s. And I just hung out with my dog and had fun and cooked the things I wanted to and had friends over when I wanted to. And sometimes you just walk around without pants on because you can.
I love that. It's also embracing your independence instead of fighting it.
I'm I can do whatever I want. And these are really little things, but picking these little things that make you happy. Okay, so I think it's really important to remember that things can get better.
Yeah.
And that they are going to change. And this is a season in your life. And that happens with everything. Whether you are dating or getting married or planning a wedding, which is, I think, the absolute worst thing ever. Or having kids. There's always this season. And it's really important to remember that as you get what you want, it's never going to feel perfect. And that doesn't mean you won't be so happy, but everything comes with its challenges. When we launched the Evergirl in 2012, I was almost 30? Yeah.
Yes, almost 30.
And at that point, so we didn't really make any money for a year. We were unpaid, and as much as we loved what we were doing, it was really hard to see other people going on trips and buying things and doing what they wanted to do. And I felt like I was working around the clock, and it was for something I loved, so it always felt worth it. But there were those moments of, I'm turning 30, I should have this much savings, or I should be able to go on a trip whenever I want, or do this. And then, obviously, again, social media makes that so much harder because you're seeing everyone else doing all these things you feel like you should do. There's no one answer to the perfect life.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest takeaway there. So I think embracing change is another big one. I really hit this one hard and moved from LA to Chicago by myself.
Oh, yes. This was a huge change.
I didn't know anyone, but I was I was really stuck. When I was living in LA, I was turning 28. I was living at my mom's house. My job was just kind of I was designing blogs, but it was never going to be this, the thing I needed it to be to pay for my life. It was fine and I got by, but I was just I know this isn't permanent. It just felt like I was in a friendship rut. Everything just felt generally crappy. So I picked up and moved to a new city and kind of hit the reset button. And so doing things in the new city, I understand not everyone's going to move.
Right.
But maybe it is moving to a new area of town or joining a running club or a book club or just trying something new that will inspire you to kind of get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, I love that. Finding one of your circumstances that you can change, that you have control over.
And it can be such a small thing.
Yeah.
Santa Barbara. And I went to college there. I saw this girl carrying her laundry to the laundry room.
Yeah.
And I asked if she wanted to get coffee. She's one of my best friends today of 10 years.
I love that about you. I love that Danielle's someone who would do that. And not everyone has that skill, but it's such a good one to hone.
And I could have never asked her. And that's such a small thing. It's not okay, I'm going to ask someone to get coffee today. But it is that just that's not something I normally would have done.
Yeah.
But it was I'm just going to see if she wants to do something. And she was at my wedding in Paris. She traveled across the world for me.
Oh my gosh. That is really cool.
You never know where you'll meet someone. So say yes to a coffee date. Try something new.
To wrap it all up, what would you say the biggest takeaway for someone who's struggling in this kind of situation? What would it be?
Okay, this is either going to sound really annoying or helpful, but I really think just embrace where you are, even the stuff that doesn't feel good, because it isn't permanent. Nothing ever is.
Yeah.
And I think just really owning where you are and knowing it is going to be, again, this could sound cheesy, but it's real. It is going to be part of your story that gets you to where you are supposed to go. And for me personally, I've just struggled a lot with relationships and dating and not feeling where I was supposed to be and putting so much pressure on myself. And I think tossing those really ridiculous timelines of having to do a certain thing by a certain point and just living your life the way you can, and you should right now, and just kind of owning where you are and know that you will get to where you are meant to be and putting a lot less pressure on yourself.
I really love that. Actually, that reminds me of a quote, one of my favorite quotes, which was told to me by my professor, who said, "Be where you are, not where you think you should be."
Exactly.
I think that is that's so exactly what I feel like we all have to remember. I love that.
Once I stopped trying to get to where I thought I should be, like, I eventually got to a place where I was really happy, and I'm not where I was supposed to be right now, but I am.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Love that.
Yeah.
You wrote an amazing article about this very topic the Every Girl. So we will make sure to link that below so that you guys can check it out and get some good concrete tips right in front of you that you can refer back to.
Okay.
So thanks, Danielle.
Thank you very much.
Sorry. And so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you again, Danielle. And in the meantime, you can check out theeverygirl.com for more content.